Hello and welcome to Disney Makes Coloring. If you're new here, my name is Megan and I'm so excited to be here with you today. So today is going to be my second video in my Adult Coloring for Beginners series. And this one is going to be all about different mediums that you can use. Now, like I said before, I am the type that once I find a hobby, I jump in and I have to have everything. But you do not have to have everything. I'm going to show you some that I recommend for beginners. But before I do that, I'm going to show you what I have. And by showing you what I have, I'm going to show you my swatch book. Now, this is a binder, just a regular binder. I believe it's either a 1.5 or a 2-inch binder. So that should tell you how much I have. I have this split up into sections. I have it split up into colored pencils. I have alcohol markers and water-based markers, and then I have more accenty type stuff. So for adult coloring, before I show you this, there are 3 main mediums that I recommend. Number 1 is crayons, good old regular crayons. You cannot go wrong with Crayola crayons. Now, you're not going to get the look that you get with colored pencils or markers, but you know, if crayons is what you have, that is okay. Use your crayons. There is nothing wrong with it. It is depending on the person. Not every person is the same on what you like and what you don't like. My personal favorite is colored pencils. I do really love colored pencils. My very first set is my Crayola colored pencils, and there's nothing wrong with those. Nothing at all. They are a harder lead. You don't get quite as good of a blend as you do with others. I prefer more of a soft lead. You should know my favorite is Prismacolors. But those are expensive. So you don't need to jump in and right away purchase an expensive set of pencils, because you need to figure out what you like. If you'd rather prefer a harder lead, then you're probably going to prefer a polychromo for more expensive. If you prefer a softer lead, you're going to prefer the Prismacolors, things like that. Then my next main medium is markers. Now, there are different types of markers. You've got your alcohol markers, which do bleed through. So those really you can only use on your single-sided page coloring books, or if you don't care what's on the other side, because it will ruin what is on the other side of the page. Or there are water-based markers, and I will get into that when we get there. So I am going to show you what I have, and then we will go from there. So like I said, this is my coloring swatch chart binder. I have them split into sections. These are these clear, they're folder slash, they have the tab. I would love to find some that the tabs stick out further, but I couldn't find any. They're not easy to find to begin with. So my first section, like I said, my favorites are colored pencils. Now, there will be glares. I do apologize for that, but I have a lot, so I was not going to take them all out. I just use the clear plastic sleeves, and then I find all my different charts on Etsy or on Ko-fi. Color with Claire has some great ones on her Ko-fi, and they are free. So we'll start. So I have Amazon Basics. There are 72. This is a good budget-friendly set. You have your Arctics. This one, there are 126 colors. This is a Color with Claire one, and she has it in color family order, which I really like. And then this is before I had that. So some of them I have multiple charts. You have your Arteza Experts, your Artisto. These are really nice pencils, but you only get 72 colors. I prefer more colors, if you know, just for me. You have your Black Widows. Now, I do not consider these a budget-friendly set because you have to buy them in sets. They do not come in one big set. There are a total of 180 colors. Like I said, there are a bunch of different sets that you have to get. Then you have your Brute Fooner squares, which if you are watching my pencil versus paper test, this is my most recent one. And then I do have the Brute Funer 520, which I do not believe they carry anymore. I know the Color has a 520 set, but it is a lot of pencils. There, this is my Caran d'Ache section, so I have just a few because these are more expensive out of my price range. So these are the Caran d'Ache Luminance. As you can see, I only have a few colors. Here you have the Caran d'Ache Super Colors. These are the watercolor pencils by Caran d'Ache. I only have a few colors. And then that is it that I have for Caran d'Ache. Here we have Castle Arts. I have the 120 Soft Touch set, so they are the Black Barrel set. I have those. And then I have, let me scoot this over. I have the pastels and I have the metallics sets for Castle Arts. Castle Arts I do like as a budget-friendly set. Here is my Crayola pencils. Now I only have the 100 Crayolas plus the skin tones, the Colors of the World set. I don't have the 120 set. I would like to have that, but I don't have that yet. And you can get both of those. I'll tell you all about where you can get those later. Here is my Derwent section. I have the Derwent Color Softs. Those come in a 72 count. And then they this is the Chroma Flows. These also come in a 72. I recommend them together. You get different colors in each set, and then you have more colors. You have the ink tints here. The Derwent ink tints, which I absolutely love. I only have the 72 set. There is now 100. I don't have that set yet. And then the Graphitints, which I have here on the back. These are the Derwent Graphitints, and I believe there are, I want to say 24 colors. And then here we have the Derwent Lightfast, which I just have a couple random colors. I do prefer the Lightfast over the Luminance, so you know. These are the Evazar Londons. There's 130. These are premium pencils. Then we have our Faber-Castells. We have the Albrecht-Dürer. These are their watercolor pencils. And they match the Polychromos, which we will get to in a minute. Here is the black edition. I have the 100 set. And then here is my Polychromos. We have the Flowwoods. I do not recommend these. So far, I have not found too many papers I like these on. You have the Indra Creative Pastel set. I don't believe they come in any other sets other than pastels. They're 72. I really recommend these. They're very soft. You have your Color Premium Experts, which I have to show you over here off to the side. These ones I do recommend. And I have the 240 set, and they now have a 300 set, which I do not have. I also have the original Color 180 set. This was one of my first sets. I believe these ones had the black barrel. Then we have the Mark Art color pencils. Those are another good budget-friendly set. Those you get 120 colors. I have Mandalamas. It's a Target brand. I have not used those very much. So we will see what papers when we get to the M's. Like I said, I'm doing my pencil versus paper test in alphabetical order. My all-time absolute favorite set is my Prismacolors. This is the pencil I do use the most. You have the Schmierfarbens. They are a good pencil, but I wouldn't say they are really budget friendly. Sioux Colors is another pencil that I do recommend. There are 180. To me, Sioux Colors and Castle Arts are very similar. But this is the premium set. And then I have the Starjoy Golds. And I have the Starjoys, the 120, the original set. And then this is a newer set that I have not really tried. This is the Tombow Cherogeton pencils. I'm not sure. I believe this holds 98, I think, pencils. You get them in all different sets. They have some very pastel, very light and neon-y colors. So that's it for my pencils. Now here are my markers. They are not in alphabetical order. These are more in by favorites order. So the first one is my Copics. Now I'll just tell you right now, these cost an arm and a leg. The Copics, I get them little bits at a time, because you can get them in little sets, or you can get these in singles. So these come in individual markers. These are probably the top of the line alcohol marker that you could get, but those are Copics. But the ones I use the most are my Ohuhus, and I do like the Honolulu ones. I have the 320 set. I do recommend that. You get the most colors, but I have been told that there are some in the pastel and skin tone sets that are not in the 320 set. But this is the chart for the Honolulu series. But I do not consider these to be budget friendly. I still think they are expensive. This is my 216 set. That was my first set that I ever had. I have the Arctics alcohol markers. I do like them. I believe this is the 96 set. I'm pretty sure the 96 set. And then I also have the pastels and the skin tone sets on those. The Teo trees are a skinnier alcohol marker. These I like to take when I'm on the go, like traveling. These are the alcohol markers I do like to take, but these yellow. The darker the color, the more they yellow. We have my Cali Art 100 set. This is my very first alcohol marker set. I do like them. I highly recommend them. And they, I would say, are a budget-friendly set. I found a Spectrum Noir. They're called Spectrum Noir permanent markers, so alcohol marker. I found this set on clearance at my local Hobby Lobby. Some of the pens were dried out. I believe I don't have very many left. They were obviously old. I have a couple of the Blick Studio brush markers. I'm not too fond of these, I'll tell you right now. I have the grays, the blues, the skin tones, and the primary color sets. We have Mondo Llama alcohol markers. That is the Target set. I do not recommend those at all. Then we come to my acrylic paint pens. This I use on my my color by number coloring books, my Disney color by numbers. I love to use acrylic paint pens, not markers, pens. If it has marker, I don't know why I put marker. I need to put pens here. Markers, they are not opaque. They are actually pretty transparent, so you will see the numbers and the lines through it, and they do streak pretty badly. I have the Mondo Llamas, which is the Target brand. I have the Ohuhus, which I have to show you here off to the side, which is the set I recommend for starting out. I have the regular set, and then I do also have the metallic set. Thule Arts is my absolute favorite, but you buy these in sets and they are not budget friendly and they are expensive. I have the Super Golden markers. I believe these ones are by Lightwish. They're called Guangna, and there's 12 in those, and they're very metallic-y, as you can see. I have the Arteza acrylic markers. I don't recommend those. I don't like those actually at all. I have the original Arctics acrylic paint markers. I don't have the newer ones, so these ones were double-sided, and so they had a brush tip on one end and a fine tip on the other. I had the metallic set and the regular set. I know they have improved their their acrylic markers a lot. I do not have those. This one was sent to me. This is the Jameo acrylic markers. They sent them out for me to review them. I do have that review on my channel. They are a dot alcohol marker. No, it's an acrylic marker, but they're dots. These are also transparent. They are not opaque. Then I have my water-based markers. So here are my Super Tips. I have the Pipsqueaks Skinnies. I have the Ohuhu water brush markers. I have the Primrosia water brush markers. Then I have my Artist Loft fine liners and my Bic Intensity Ultra Fine tip, which is more of an alcohol type marker. The rest of this is more of I would say I like to use for backgrounds and accents. So we will get into the rest of this binder on when I get to that. So that is what I have as far as mediums, main mediums. So I pulled some things to show you. So let's start with alcohol markers. So these are the alcohol markers that I recommend. Now, if you have never used an alcohol marker, they do take some time to get used to. They are not easy to use. For this series, we will have a alcohol marker tutorial. I will be going through each different medium separately with the different books. We're going to be doing all sorts of different videos. These first few are just introduction videos. And this one, like the last one is coloring books, this one is mediums. So here are your Cali Arts. They come in a set of 100. You can get these on Amazon currently right now for $40, which for alcohol markers, that is a good price. I will just tell you, the cheaper the alcohol marker, the more they bleed over the lines and they yellow. So they will turn the pages sitting in the book beyond yellow. And I don't like that. But I have not known for my Cali Arts to yellow. Now, this set comes with they're two-sided markers. So this one comes with a fine tip, which I actually prefer brush, but this one didn't come with brush. And then it comes with a chisel tip, or what they call a broad tip. And you get 100 different colors. Here's just a few. They are numbered on the cap, so you have the different numbers. I do not believe we have colored. Oh, we do. We have color names here on the tags. So this one is mint blue. This one is, you get my glasses out, green gray 3. And then this one is pastel blue. So, but I mostly go by the numbers that are on the top. Alcohol markers also need to be stored horizontally. I do not recommend you store them vertically. I recommend them to be stored horizontally. So this would be, if I were starting out, this would be a good set to get for starting out, because I wouldn't want you to go and spend a ton of money if you don't like them. And not everybody likes them. So, now, I don't really use those anymore. The set I use the most are these, and these are my Honolulu Ohuhu markers. And these have a brush tip and a broad tip. So here you have the brush, and here you have the broad, or as we call the chisel tip. You have the color numbers and the names on the lid, which I really like. You don't have them on the barrel at all. It is only on the lids. Like I said, I have the 320 set, but my very first set I got was the 216, and they come with the brush and the fine tip. I think I prefer the brush and the chisel tip though, because the chisel tip I like to use when I have larger areas. Like I said, I will be doing a whole video on alcohol markers, not right now, on how to use them and why they're different from water. base markers and all of that. This one is just an introduction. Now, these are like awesome alcohol markers. These don't bleed over the lines as bad. They are wonderful. You can get refills for these, but like I said, they are expensive. These are the Copic Chows. These are a skinnier. We've got a brush nib and a chisel. These do run out of ink faster because they are a skinnier marker, as you can see. These are the cheaper of the Copics. They come in sets. I believe they're set A, B, and C. I'll just tell you, for one set of these is like $300 for one set. Now, I forgot to tell you, Ohuhus can come in all different kinds of sets. I looked up prices and they range anywhere between $24.99 all the way up to the 320 set is $250. So, and the $24.99, I believe you get 12 markers, I think that's what it was. Don't quote me on that though. Then you have, so like I said, these, yeah, wow. Then you have your Copic sketch markers. These are the bigger ones. These ones also are brush on one end and chisel or broad tip on the other. These also have, this one has the number and the name on the lid. The Chows have the number and the name on the barrel. I buy these, I don't have very many of these. I've either bought these individually or they come in like sets of, I want to say 6 colors, and they're around $25 or more for 6 colors. But those are your Copics, and these are artist grade, like the professionals use these. And I would like to someday have a full set. That someday might not be till the end of my lifetime, but like I said, so that's those. So if you're starting out and you want to try out an alcohol marker, the Cali Arts, I would recommend. And you can get, like I said, you can get 100 colors for $40, which to me is a really good price for an alcohol marker. Now, if you want to start out with the Ohuhus, you can start out with the $25 set. There's nothing wrong with that. You just don't get very many colors. And then you can, if you like it, then you can get the bigger sets. So that is alcohol markers. Now, water-based markers. I do not have a lot of water-based markers because I will tell you right now, I don't like them. If I am going to use a marker, I'm going to use my alcohol markers. Now, I will occasionally use these as basing on my double-sided coloring books, but not very often. And I don't really use these very often. These are the Pipsqueaks, which have a similar nib to the Super Tips, but they're itty bitty teeny tiny, but they're fun. And then here you have your Super Tips, which are, if you're going to get a water-based marker, I'd say these to me are some of the best and affordable. For, let's see, I did not price these out. I'm so sorry. I didn't get these priced out. So, I do like to also use these in my Disney color by numbers. These, to me, work best as far as water-based. Now, the high-end water-based markers are, get you those, let me show you a few, are your Tombos. Here are some of my Tombos. You have a color number on them. There are no names, so just numbers. And you get a brush nib on one end and a fine nib on the other. I do like these. I use these in my small square books a lot as bases. I do like the black ones. I use the black. I buy it because you can buy just the black ones. I get a lot of those. And then also really like their blenders I use. But yes. So as far as water-based markers, whether you want to know if you like them or not, I recommend starting with the Crayolas. You can get these for, I'm pretty sure you can get 100 colors for $20 or less. Where you're going to spend, I think you get these come in packs of 6 or 7 colors, and they're usually over $20 a set. And you can get the full set. I believe they have it on Amazon and on Blick, and they are, I believe, between $200 and $300 for the full set of the Tombos. So that is water-based markers. Now, we'll get into that more, but water-based markers are very transparent, and they are very streaky. Where if you know how to use an alcohol marker the right way, it looks like a professional picture, because if you use them right, there are no streaks, and they are absolutely amazing. But they are hard to get used to. Where water-based markers don't bleed, alcohol markers do, but they are streaky. So that is what I have to show for you as far as markers go. Now, my medium of choice is pencils. My very, very, very first set I have had, and I still love to this day, are my Crayola pencils. I have 2 to 3 sets of them because if you've been watching my channel, you know this. Whenever my mom and I would go on a trip, we would always buy brand new coloring books and brand new crayons. And then, but the older we got, it was brand new coloring books and either brand new super tips or brand new color pencils. So I have always had a lot of sets. Now, I've only ever had the 100 sets or less. I've never had the 120 set, or now you can get 150 set, and that includes these colors of around the world set. So yeah, and I really do. They're good pencil. Now they're not as I'm looking for the word. What's the word? Pigmented as most. You got to use lots of layers. They are a harder lead, like I said. But I like them. This is the colors around the world set here. When I have people over or guests and they want to use my stuff, because I'm really weird about people using my stuff because I've spent so much money on it. I know that's weird. But I let them use these, are one of the sets I let them use so they can see whether or not they like colored pencils. I think it's a good set. They are harder, though. There are pencils out there that are not as hard of a lead and are more pigmented than this. But you're going to spend a little bit more money, because you can get, I looked these up. So for Crayolas on Amazon, the only set I could find was the 120 set, and they were $30, $29.82. So I went to Walmart.com. You can get the 100 set for $15.27, or you can get the 150 set for $28.97. They did not have the 120 set though. But you can also get sets of 50, 12, smaller, and depending on what you're wanting, and if you don't need very many colors and you're just wanting to try them out, get the smaller sets. And I believe you can get a small set for like $5. But yeah, this was my very first set of colored pencils I ever used, and I still like them to this day. But again, they are a harder lead. My next set that I got that I do like are the Colors. Was it I got the Colors and the Star Joys and then the Castle Arts. Those were my first few budget-friendly sets. This is the Color 240 set. They do come in smaller sets. but these are the Experts. Now, there is a difference between regular and the Experts. I feel like the Experts are a softer pencil. The Experts are a solid color for the barrel, and they are all of the colors, I believe, have dipped ends. The non-Expert ones have the black barrel and then the color just dipped ends. So these are the Experts. I do really like these. You get, like I said, this has 240 colors. And on Amazon, you can get this set for $39.98. So if you're going to spend $30 on 150 Crayola color pencils, you can spend, $10 more and get another 100, a little less than 100 colors. I love these. These are great, great pencils. These do have metallics in them. And you can see I've used them quite a bit. But they are good pencils. I also found some prices if you want to get the regular, no, the 300, that's the new set. The Experts now come in a 300. The 300 set is $49.99, so 50 bucks. So for $20 more from the Crayola 150s, you get another 150 colors. So depending on what you're looking for, and these are much softer core than the Crayolas. The next favorite set that I got, which you will just have watched this video, are my Brutfuner squares. I do love these. I like to take these with me. These currently are on Amazon for $27.98. You get 120 colors. I do like them, but you do have to have special pencil sharpeners for these because they are square, not round. So they don't fit in just any pencil sharpener. That's the downside of these. They're square barreled, and if the ones you get now have English on them, not I believe this is Chinese with the color number. But yeah, those are the sets. These are what I recommend. I'm not showing you all of my pencils. I'm just showing you ones that if you're just starting out, some sets that I recommend. I have a friend that has always colored with me too, and we both just had Crayola colored pencils. And so I got her a set of the Colors for Christmas one year, and they're the black barreled ones. And I believe those ones have 180 colors. It's a red tin. Anyway, she loved them. And then she loved them so much, she wanted to try even better ones. So her next set she got were these. And these are still the sets that she highly uses all the time and she loves. So, and she also has now some Ohuhus, but she has smaller sets and she loves those. So, yeah. That is my pencils I have to recommend for you. I did pull out some of my acrylic paint pens. Now, like I said, I do not have very many. I have the Ohuhus, which I do recommend. You get 40 colors. They are wonderful. They are a finer tip. Yeah, I do not clean them. I know I'm bad. They still work just fine for me. I believe I have now 3 sets of these. This is my second set I've started, and so I have another spare set. You can get these on Amazon for $23.99. That is a really good deal, and it is the same tip. It is the same tip as the Tule Arts, so you know. These are the Tule Arts. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sets. They come in, you can get them in colors, or you can get them in like fun sets. Like I have the earth set, I have the confetti set, the pastel set, the jewel colored set. There's 2 sets that I want that are newer. They are in my wish list that I do not have. But these are over $30 a set, and you get, I'm looking, 24 colors in a set. Yes, you get 24 colors in the set. The earth set comes with 30 colors. So those are more expensive, and those ones are these them? Are these the earth set? These are them. And these are the pro ones. I really don't know the difference. There is a pro series, and then there is the regular series. I don't know the difference. This is the confetti set. The tips look exactly the same, but they just have 0.7 as the thing, and they're all numbered on the top. They come that way. You don't have to do that yourself. But yeah, so I do not know. If you guys know what the difference is between the pros and the regulars, let us know, because I use them both. I don't see a difference. I really don't. So yeah. So these are acrylic paint pens, which I use in my Disney Color by Number books for coloring purposes. I don't use these much in my other coloring books. I might use them for accents, but I don't use them to color a whole page with, if that makes sense. So if you're wanting to color in regular coloring books, not the Color by Numbers, I recommend either markers or colored pencils. Single-sided, I do recommend alcohol markers, and then you can go over them with pencils. You can do the same with water-based markers. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. What are some mediums? I know there's other mediums out there, but this is just for beginners, and I don't think that watercoloring and acrylic paint is for a beginner. I'll just tell you, I've been coloring all my life, and I want to color, and watercoloring and painting, and this is just my opinion, so if you don't agree, that's fine. It's just my opinion. That's not coloring, that's painting. I think using a paintbrush versus using a pen or a marker is totally different. Yeah, and I enjoy coloring. Painting for me is more stressful because I don't feel like I have control over the paintbrush like I do with a pen. So, and I use coloring as a way of relaxing to help me. But like I said, that's just my own opinion. A lot of people out there, though, love painting in their coloring books, which is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And I do think it's great for backgrounds. I do, because you have these big areas to do something with, and yeah, painting, it goes faster and it works better. It does. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Let us know in the comments below what kind of mediums you prefer in your coloring books. And if you have any suggestions on beginners, on different sets and different, say, alcohol markers. I know there's people that there's other brands that I've never tried. These are just the brands that I've personally tried that I highly recommend. Or even paint pens. Now, these ones you do have to pump and activate. There are the Arctic ones, which you don't have to pump or activate, but they are very transparent, where both these sets are not. These are very opaque. They're going to cover up the numbers, and they're going to cover up the lines. So, yeah. Let us know in the comments below some of the things that you would recommend as for beginners as far as mediums in their coloring books. Yeah. If you're new and you made it through, thank you so much and welcome. I'd love to have you join us. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you guys are thinking of these videos, if these are helping you. And if you have some friends out there that are wanting to start in the adult coloring and they don't know where to start, send them my way. I'd love to have them join us as well. I'd love to have you share my channel with all of your friends. I so enjoy making these videos and talking to all of you. Our next video is going to be about accents. We will go into accents, what they are, and what type of accents I like, and I recommend, things like that. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm not sure if that will be this month or it will be next month. We shall see on time. I know this video was supposed to go up yesterday, but I am going through some medical issues, which I do not feel at the moment to share. I might get into that another day, but all I could say is I would love your prayers. It's been a rough road over here. So that's why you didn't get this video on Friday. So you will be getting this probably Sunday. So you're going to get Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday this next week. You guys are lucky. But yeah. Anyway, I enjoy making these videos. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and comment down below. I love getting comments. I so enjoy talking to you, and I look forward to talking to you all real soon.